So we ended up, I guess you could say, winning that battle. And we made some changes, some definite changes in his programming. And it's really like what motivated me to wake up. So then I started researching. I researched and researched and researched autism and the different types of therapy. And, my husband actually, even though he works in computers, he works in the field of autism. So we had a lot of resources, very fortunate that we had, all of the resources through his employment. My sister was a teacher. My niece is currently in school getting her master's in, she's going to be OT, but she went through, special education first and graduated with like a teaching degree in special education. So we had a lot of resources. But I went through that grief cycle. I still go through that grief cycle. And I'm making decisions now, and I have come to the conclusion that nobody really knows. I've talked to one PhD and they say this doesn't work. You talk to another PhD person or a person with their master's, highly educated, and they say this doesn't work. And I really don't think that anybody really knows. And so I have to fight for Walter into, what I feel is best for him. And it's awful. I don't want to be the parent when people see me coming, they, grit their teeth or, oh no, here she comes. God, that is not what I want. I just want to, bring cookies and be a great support to the teachers in the classroom, and I don't want to cause any kind of a problem. But even though that's what I want, that's not my reality. I have been through this experience and I have watched him fall through the cracks so many times. I just have to say, that I can't allow it. And it doesn't matter to me. I had to come to terms of, I don't care if people think I'm a bad person, a mean person, lots of words to describe me. And I really just had to say, I don't care. Because you can think of me what you will, but I'm fighting for my son. And as long as he is benefiting, then I'll be the person that I have to be for him. It's really hard. Any time that I'm feeling like something's not going right, and then I need to talk to his teacher or his BI or whoever it may be. I struggle with it for days before. I have anxiety. I have sadness. That grief cycle really kicks in when you have to go, talk to the teacher or whoever it may be about your son. Who is autistic and hard of hearing. And sometimes I just sit there and cry. I cry because that I have to have these conversations, that his life is affected, and that I'm jealous of my friends with children that don't have problems. They don't have to have these discussions. And sometimes I ask God, why? Why him? And this is what I go through before, that I come in there and have to talk to someone or complain. I hate it. I hate it. But I have to do what's necessary. I have to do what's right for him. And I'm going to. I'm going to continue fighting. I will never stop fighting for him. You know, I'm only doing the best that I can, and I'm only learning. I still don't know everything, and I understand that grief is going to be with me for the rest of his life in one form or another. I think right now I still sit in a place of anger. I still feel bitter about, maybe he could be at this milestone if we started treatment earlier. Um, but I accept it. It is what it is. He is who he is. He's bright. He's funny. He is caring. And I love him. I love the person who he is. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud that he's my son. Nobody else can say that about him. And I'm going to fight for him. And I I got a tattoo on his 3rd birthday. And I think it was meaningful to me. It's a autism puzzle piece with his name in it. And it was like a statement for me, to my family, to my friends. This is it. This is who we are. You can like it or you don't, but this is our reality. This is my life. This is what we go through. And like it or not, that's the way it is. And we're still in the infant stages of this. This is still very new for us. And I know that I'm going to be, for the rest of his life, I'm going to experience the guilt cycle. And there's just no getting around it. But I'm, trying my best. And I really wanted to do this video if it can help somebody understand, parents or what we might be going through. I just really want the professionals to know that I don't want to be a problem. I don't want to be, I'm not against you. If I come off, maybe a little bit angry, it's really not with you. Just please try to understand the tidal wave of emotions that parents have to deal with and the different points of those emotions that they might be in. And even though you might be dealing with the worst parent you've ever dealt with, just be kind, because you just never know what they've been through or what their story is or what you would do if you were in that same situation. I guess that is all for now. That is our story up to this point. And we're constantly moving forward. We're constantly fighting. As of right now, he currently goes to a county school, and we also participate in an ABA therapy, but I'm actually taking the role of the BI, and I'm being trained. I collect data, I run the programs with it, and I feel like it's going really successfully. And I am also going to fly back to Massachusetts to attend the Sunrise program, only because I feel like at this point I need all the information I can get. I need to decide for myself what's best for him. So I'm learning the ABA myself, taking on that BI role, and I'm going to go to the Sunrise and check out their program. And I'm going to decide what's best for Walter. And I'm going to continue to fight for him. I don't care, how old he is or or what, how small the matter might be. If I feel that it's going to make his life better, I'm going to say something every time. And I just want um, the professionals to understand, I don't want to be that. I don't want to come off as a terrible person, and it's hard for me to sit there and talk to you as well. I really don't want to have these discussions, and I experience grief and guilt and anxiety before we have, these discussions. But, just try to understand that I have been through a lot with him, and we are doing the best we can. So I hope maybe it helped somebody experience or understand the parent's perspective. And thanks for listening.